loves, this week we're going to look at a couple of parables. And many of you know that I love to do parables. We've even done Bible school in parables before, haven't we? Parables are sometimes used to ask us to think about really important matters and to try to make connections between what's happening in the story and what's happening in our lives. And Jesus did a lot of his teaching using parables. So today, we're going to look really closely at two stories that share some of Jesus' parables with us. And the first one is called Who Counts? And it's about 100 sheep, 10 coins, and 2 sons. And it is a story by Amy Jill Levine and Sandy Eisenberg Sasso. I hope you enjoy it. 100 sheep. 100 sheep? If just a single one were lost, who would notice? Who counts sheep anyway? The man did. The man had a lot of sheep, 100 of them. He counted them every day. He kept counting 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. It took time to count, a long time. One day, the man counted 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Then he stopped. There were only 99. He must have made a mistake. He had 100 sheep, not 99. He counted again. But still, there were only 99. One of his sheep went missing. He was responsible for all the sheep, all 100 of them. Immediately, the man went to look for the lost sheep. He walked and he walked, but he saw nothing. He kept walking. He looked to the left, nothing. He looked to the right, nothing. He walked and he listened, still nothing. And then he heard it, a bleating sound. Bah! He ran towards the sound, and there she was, the lost sheep. He had found her. She was too tired to follow him home, so he lifted her on her shoulders and carried her. He was so happy to have all his sheep together that he invited everyone to celebrate. Some people said, "What's so wonderful? It was only one sheep. You had 99 others." The man smiled. One sheep makes a difference. Without her, someone is missing. Now my flock is complete. 10 coins. 10 drachmas. 10 silver coins. Every day the woman would count them. One day she counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She stopped. She couldn't have made a mistake. She counted again anyway. She only counted 9. 1 drachma was missing. She'd lost one of her coins. One little lamp to see more clearly. She looked under the chairs and in the corners. No coin. She looked in cabinets and wastebaskets. Still no drachma. She took a broom and swept the floor. There were crumbs and dust, but no coin. It was her fault. She had lost the coin, and now she must find it. She searched again with the light and the broom. Finally, she saw something shiny and heard a ping. She looked down. There it was, the missing coin. She held the coin in her hand for a few moments and then carefully placed it with the other drachma. She was so happy to have all the coins that she invited the women of town to celebrate. And some people said, "What is so important? It was only 1 coin." The woman smiled. Just 1 coin matters. Without it, something is missing. Now my coin collection is complete. 2 sons. The father had 2 sons. Easier to count than 10, much easier to count than 100. One day, the younger son wanted half his father's money. It would be his eventually, but he could not wait. He was restless and he wanted to travel. So the father divided his wealth in half and gave half to his younger son and half to his older son. The younger son went to a foreign land. He had a great time doing whatever he wanted. But before long, he had spent all the money and had none left, not even to pay for food. There was no one to share even a crumb of bread with him, as there was so little food left in the land. The son went to work for a farmer to try to earn enough to buy something to eat. The farmer told him to go feed the pigs. Even the pods the pigs ate looked good. Finally, the son was so hungry and tired, he decided to return to his father. But he wasn't sure what to say. How could he tell his father he'd spent all the money? His good pants were torn, his shirt was stained, his fancy shoes had holes. He thought, I will tell my father that I have made a big mistake. I will say that I am sorry. I will offer to work hard and earn money. The young son returned home. His hair was uncombed, his face was dirty, his hands were covered in blisters. His father ran out to greet him. He was so happy to see him, he didn't care about anything else. Instead of making his son earn money for clothing and food, he gave him a new coat, new shoes, even a new ring. And he invited everyone to his home to celebrate. The older son was still working in the field when he heard the happy sounds of singing and laughter and smelled sweet spices coming from his home. He wondered what was happening. He stopped one of the neighbors who was heading to his house and said, "What's going on?" The neighbor was surprised by the question. "Don't you know? Your father is making a big party for your brother to mark his return." The older brother did not know. When the father counted everyone who'd come to the party, he realized one person was missing. That person was his older son. He had forgotten to invite him. He ran out of the house to find his son. When the older son saw his father coming toward him, he turned away. He was sad and angry that no one had come to find him. His father spoke softly. "Your brother has come home. I invited our friends to celebrate with us. You must come and be glad with us." He tried to hug his son, but his son folded his arms across his chest. The older son finally said to his father, "I have been with you all the years my brother has been away. I did not waste your money. I did everything you wanted me to do. I never left you, but my brother did. And then you make a big party for him? You never had one for me. And then you didn't even invite me to his." The father thought, "I have 2 sons, 1, 2. I paid attention to my younger son, but I discounted my older son. I did not realize he felt lost." The father took his older son's hand in his own. "Please come join the party. I love you. All I have is yours. Come and be with me and be with your brother. I have 2 sons. He counted 1 and pointed to the house where the younger son was celebrating. He counted 2 and put his arms around his older son. "Without you," he said, "something is missing. With you, our family is complete." I wonder which character in the stories you most relate with. I wonder why. I wonder what you think the sheep represent in the story. What about the coins? I wonder if you have ever felt lost. I wonder what it feels like to lose something and find it again. I wonder when you have taken something for granted. I wonder how each of the brothers felt. What about their father? I wonder who counts